First off, we have characters to level. That last adventure ended at level 4, so we are going to begin at level 4. 25, 23, you're going to have 3 Bab. And your saves, I believe, go up to 4. So Pathfinder, Cleric, AON. Go to here. Yes, 411. And you're going to get more spells per day. 411. And favorite class skills goes to 4. And your channel to go to DC 19. Or it should be DC 20, not 120. Because it's 10 plus half level. Plus charisma mod. But then you add half your level again. So effectively it's 10 plus level. Plus charisma mod. Plus 2. And your charisma mod is also about to go up. Because every 4 levels you get an ability score increase. And this one is going to round you off. 10 plus level plus charisma mod plus 2 is going to make it DC 21. Which is quite good, all things considered. And it does also heal for, or deal 2d6 points of damage. 2d6 plus 5 points of damage, apparently. Should be times 1.5. Corner brackets. Or square brackets. Let's see if that makes the math look nice. Okay. General heal, however, doesn't increase in damage. It actually does a fair amount, all things considered. Now, we don't get a new feat, but we do get access to upgraded skills. Don't need any more linguistics, so we're starting to put ranks in spellcraft. Because it's useful to have. And as for our spells, instead of doing 2-1, we are 3-2. Speaking of which, preparing 2 blasts, probably not worth it any longer. We'll prepare one of those just in case. We're going to start preparing 2 protection from evil, I think. And as for our second level spells, probably should get a new one of those. Unfortunately, the cleric's second level spell list is, in my personal opinion, not all that great. Get bears, we don't need bears. Bone Fist, don't need Bone Fist. I guess we'll do a hold person. Just so we have it. One thing I do need to check is probably better to do it this way. We go to archetypes and we go to Blossoming Light. We can currently channel things, when it channels to harm undead, it also harms chaotic evil outsiders or worship chaotic evil deities and evil creatures with light sensitivity or the light blindness feature. Neat. Okay. Fortunately, that was a quick level up. Next up, we will go to Atis, who's similarly going to level up. Unfortunately, she is not going to round up in her ability score, but she is still going to gain some more. So we go there, we go 2. There's going to be 114. And I'll have to recap that, but I'm not too worried about it at the moment. We go to abilities, you don't get any of those. That goes up. It goes up. Up, up. And spells. Spells known. Go to Sorcerer. 1-1, you'll have 6 and 3 available per day. And as for your spells known, it will be 3 and 1. Of course, not including the base spells. Okay, so our second level spells, we need to find a good one. Like this, looking at the spell list like this is much. I can do it. Let's look at the D20 PSRD. Simply because I like looking at the spells separated by school for Sorcerer and Wizard. That's first level spells. Okay, do we have anything good in second level evocation? Fairy breath, fairy sneeze. There's not really. Okay. Other good options, just as a quick aside for your second level wizard spells. Abjuration, resist energy or protection communal is good. Resist energy is good, but communal is better. For the next level, create pit is a fantastic spell until creatures start flying. Basically, all of them. Glitter dust is very, very good. Reveals invisible things with a chance to blind. Web can be useful. I don't like casting it because it hurts you just as, or our allies just as much as the enemy. See invisibility for obvious reasons. Um, Special Wind has utility for dealing with problems as opposed to starting them. Invisibility, of course, is fantastic. Mirror Image is a fantastic defensive spell. Bone Shaker is a pretty classic damaging spell for clerics. It just straight up does some damage. False Life for defensive gives you a little bit of temporary HP. Spectral Hand allows you to make range touch attacks at, or makes melee touch attacks at range. You got some defensive stuff here. Dark Vision being a good one in case you don't have it. Make whole utility in repairing magical items. And those are kind of the Owen rope trick for sleeping at night. It is a much harder choice when you are a sorcerer and much more limited in your spell list. So the answer is, what spells am I going to be casting many, many times a day? Options here are probably Glitter Dust or Mirror Image. Defensive or offensive utility? I think I'm going to go with the Glitter Dust for now. You'd be surprised at the number of creatures that can be blinded, specifically referring to undead. But otherwise, it seems to be pretty normal. I'm also going to be trading out a first level spell at this point. Trading out my color spray for something evocation. Maybe a ear-piercing scream. Chance to daze the target for 1 round is quite good. Otherwise, burning hands does fire damage in a cone. I think we're gonna go ear-piercing scream. Possibility of just straight up disabling someone for a day is always, always viable. Okay, any other features that sorcerers get at this level? No. Get our bloodline spell at next level. In which case, we are moving on. We'll go ahead and hit recalc before we stop, just in case any of the information is a bit off. Looked like it. So next up, we were doing an alchemist. As we got Cypress, who needs to level up. Cypress, Cypress, Cypress. There you are, sir. We're going to get 4. This will turn up to 23. Is that right? 23? Yes, it is. Okay. 4, 3, 4, 4, 4. Round up your intelligence, which is very important. Because intelligence is an important stat for you. We go to your abilities, and we give you access to a new discovery. Specifically, in this case, your discovery is going to be, what is it, targeted bomb? Where is the list of discoveries? Somewhere up here. There they are. Let's click you. Bomb discovery. Is it called precise bomb, I believe? The element O D. Whenever they throw a bomb, you can select a number of squares equal to your intelligence modifier that are not affected by splash damage of the bomb. If the bomb misses, the discovery has no effect. Yes. Precise bomb. That'll mean we can now target squares directly without huge risk of penalty. Round up, round up, round up. We've also just recently gained access to a... Am I going to continue leveling linguistics for you? I am. As compared to the rest, where you only need to learn a handful of languages, this man needs to learn a fair few. We're also going to go ahead and give you knowledge planes, because this has been a problem. Because every time you get another intelligence modifier, you gain... not retroactively, you gain another batch of skill points equal to your hit die that you can apply to any stat. If you get this item from a headband, however, the skill is tied to the headband itself. Okay, we do need to give you more languages. You speak all of those. You speak Dwarven, Intersiriani, Osiriani. We will give you... we need three more. Because these two are your bonus languages. You get one from Intelligence. We'll do Infernal, Celestial, and Abyssal. Language of devils, angels, and demons. You never know. Okay, and you also gain access to new spells, specifically access to second level extracts. 3 and 1. You gain access to 2. Let's spell this properly. Okay, and you have a formula list here. Don't separate it by school, so I'll just do this. Alter Self can be useful, not overwhelmingly so, though. A quick going through. Specifically, I'm going to talk as if you have the infusion discovery. This is you're able to pass things out to others. So Alter Self you can pass out. Full Strength and the other similar spells are okay. Cure Mod, okay. False Life for Tim's can be good. Visibility for obvious reasons. Down Detection. In case you have problems with alignment. Resist Energy, See Invisibility for normal things. Spider Climb for if you need a swim to deal with things like that. They're all not great. Oh, and of course bark skins. Pretty awesome. Go with a bark skin plus... Yeah, there's not a huge amount. Bark skin plus See and Viz, I think, is what we're going to be going with. Bark skin and See Invisibility. Go ahead and prepare one of those and one of those. That, however, may go up as we can look to buy items. If we go to Pathfinder Character Advancement now, and look at our wealth by level, you'll note that we have access to 6,000 gold pieces. What does that mean? That means we are going to be spending money. spending some serious money. So, to start, we are going to... First off, I should check something, actually. If we go to... Not that. It's way beyond that. To check a slot. Oh, gosh darn it. Okay, we're going to modify that slightly when I end up getting to that section. But for now, we will not worry too much about it. We have access to 6,000 gold pieces per character. As I said, there was going to be an auction, and the auction, as a GM, it recommends you to insert items you think the players would care about. So in this case, you also have the opportunity to maybe buy items for below market value. Not much below market value, but... Or no, you can sell items beyond market value. You can't buy them beyond market value. But the total value in the market for buying items has increased a little bit should the party want to take advantage of that. So, first off, we still have one more character to level up. As we go to Hunter. There we go. Sorry, and Big Green still need to level up. 4, 23. Fields, you get ability score increase there. Your bad will go up to 3. 4. Talk now. And what do you get? You get improved empathetic link. That doesn't sound great. Round up all of your relevant skills. What are your spells? You have access to second level spells now. You go 3-1. This does, however, give you access to more spells known, specifically 2 spells of second level. That is surprisingly good, considering. Okay, from the Ranger Druid spell list, go ahead and look at second level spells. Again, the Ranger spell list has early access to things that you might not think about. Let's go ahead and quickly look at the Ranger spell list to see if there's stuff I should take advantage of. Ultra Summon Monster, not particularly. You do also gain access to Summon Monster 2 automatically. Summon Monster or Summon Nature's Ally? It's Nature's Ally. And Nature's Ally 2. Animal. It's gracious, none of these are. Protection from energy at this level is early. That's normally a 3rd level ability. We have communal resist energy. We do not. Slipstream can be quite decent. It gives you a way to increase your movement speed for 10 minutes per level. And most importantly, it's not an enhancement bonus to movement speed, so it stacks with a number of other spells. Okay, and none of this stuff is spectacular. Okay, so we'll look at the full spell list, just in case. Antal Communal. Barkskin is definitely one of the spells we're going to be knowing. Likely casting every day as well. Multiple times. Cat's Grace, Chill Metal. Or no, Cat's Grace is good, Chill Metal is not great. Endure Element's Communal is quite good. Though you divide the duration, so it's a little less good than just casting the spell initially. Gust of Wind, as I've talked about before. I heard of Improved Trap, but I assume it's racial. Is it Kobold? Oh, wow. This can be quite annoying. Lesser Restoration is a pretty good option. Honestly, probably what I'll end up taking. Yeah, we'll take Lesser Restoration. Okay. And as for spells we're going to cast regularly, you don't really need any of them. Moment. We're running to a point where we're going to be limiting ourselves a little bit. Okay. So that's you. So backspace. Do we have access to Canyon? There we go. Canyon. Big Green will go ahead and level up this level. We do just that for him. 4, 23, Bab. 3. Fort Good Reflex, and only 1 skill point per level. Of course, is in Perception. However, we do get ability score increase, and that is going into his Intelligence. He is now beyond the point of Animal Intelligence, which means he can do a little bit more. Effectively, it means you don't have to use tricks. You can start or just tell him kind of what to do. He can understand. This allows him to take ranks and skills that are actually... It allows him to take skills and ranks that are not just perception, or the list of animals. I'm going to give him a rank in linguistics, not because he's ever going to be any good at it, but because it allows him to understand common. He might not have the faculties to speak it, but he at least understands common. So now you can communicate with him in more direct language. Doesn't gain a new feat, doesn't gain any other bonuses here other than the ability score increase, but that is generally enough. This is also the 4th level when a number of animal companions improve, so keep that in mind if you want to take advantage. Now then, stuff that Shari is going to grab. She's probably going to get... It's a little bit beyond her money allowance, but I think the rest of the party would pitch in to get her an Amulet of Mighty Fist +1. This is a next slot item that gives all of your natural attacks whatever enhancement that you put on the necklace. So, for example, in this case, we're giving the necklace, or Amulet of Mighty Fist, just a +1 enhancement bonus, similar to how you have a weapon. So all your natural attacks, claws, tails, wings, bites, slam attacks, stingers, tentacles, all of those things get +1 to hit and damage. A very efficient item, though it does cost 4,000 gold pieces. As for the rest of the party, Atis is going to go ahead and get a Headband of Charisma. +2. And stack that with her cloak. She'll have a little bit of money left over. That costs 4,000 gold pieces, but gives you a +2 to your Charisma bonus. Headband includes all mental ability scores, Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma. You choose one of them, or more for additional costs. Belt slot gives you Strength, Dex, or Con. Same price, different slot, different stat. So, Big Green is done. Cypress is similarly going to give himself a Headband of Intelligence +2. Which is also going to give him another stack of skill points and a new language known. I think in this case we're going to go Draconic. And go ahead and increase one of his other skills. Oh, I didn't. Why are your... Max out those. Knowledge Nature, maybe? Or Engineering. Does anybody else have Engineering? I assume the answer is a resounding no. Do a quick check. No for you. Agamu, you definitely don't have it. You don't have the skill points for it. Okay. Because someone else is capable, I think Shari has knowledge nature. We're going to hold off on that for the moment and instead invest in knowledge engineering. This is one of the reasons why I always say that wizards should really invest in basically every knowledge skill. Instead of spreading 1 point here, 1 point there, always stack higher, especially when you're an intelligence-based character. If you're putting a lot of points into intelligence, then you're going to get a headband eventually. It's your primary stat. You'll have enough skill points eventually to put in every skill that you deem is relevant. This guy has to invest sideways in stuff like stealth, disable device, and perception. But if you skip, what, 3 of those 3, then all of a sudden he'll have every single knowledge skill plus linguistics and spellcraft. It's not hard to get all of them, is what I'm saying. Just pick your poison. Notably, when you get a headband, it is automatic max skill rank in a skill, or headband of intelligence. So it's not you get to distribute 3 skill ranks as you choose. Pick one skill, you get ranks into it equal to your hit die. So it's another reason for you to stack high as opposed to stacking wide. You can retrain skill points, it just takes time, which you may or may not have. Okay, Shari's done. Gamu is the only one who needs to buy or spend his money. He's going to go ahead and just upgrade his cloak. He has a more expensive item he is looking into trying to buy. And character advancement, he's going to be able to only afford it at like 6th level. He is going to be looking for a phylactery of positive channeling. It does sound, of course, like a evil item. However, in this case, the phylactery of positive channeling just increases the amount of damage dealt to undead by 2d6 and healed. So there's one for positive channeling and one for negative channeling. Gives you an extra 2d6. The downside of this item, of course, is it's a headband slot, which means that you cannot have this and a headband of charisma. I'm of the opinion that's dumb, because you basically have to pick your poison. You want the DC to be higher, or do you want to do a little bit of extra damage and heal a little bit of extra? If you're casting cleric, you're never going to invest in this, because first off, your charisma is not going to be high. But then if you're a channeling cleric, you can get a ion stone. It's dumb. Ask your GM if you can reslot this. Luckily, there's a little bit of finagling I'm going to do down the line, but I'm of the opinion a different slot, maybe a head slot, maybe a belt slot would be good. If you wanted to do that, it needs to be a similarly important slot in my mind. Headband and belt are pretty interchangeable. Ring is another very valuable slot that it might be viable to swap to. But other than those, a lot of other slots are unnecessary. Oh, and shoulder slot. Shoulder slot of your cloak resistance. You should almost never buy a non-cloak resistant shoulder slot, specifically because failing saves suck. The only way I would ever recommend it is if you have, if you're like a paladin with a high charisma score, and you're getting your charisma to saves. Something like that might be the only reason. Thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Feel free to follow links down below if you want to see some of my content, and I will see you all next time.